I kind of have mixed feelings about today, but so today went exactly as my attorney, stated it was going to go. We expected to have this happen in Judge Blanton's court, but as soon as Katie Proudfoot got on the stand and started talking, what had happened is the judge stopped at the proceedings as soon as he asked about the contact. Like, she started saying everybody was contacting her, but it wasn't me. But as soon as she started saying something about contact and these anonymous people, the judge stopped the proceedings and brought all the attorneys up to the so he stopped the proceedings and basically said he was willing to recuse himself, and explained to them that apparently this judge, which I have no doubt who's the responsible parties of this, but judge for this case, and heard of it. But how dare, people are really freaking brazen, and whoever did that, I just want to let you know that he talked about it being under criminal investigation. You cannot threaten a freaking judge. Whatever idiot did that is a stupid bonehead. You could go into jail for a really, really long time. You do not threaten judges, just like you do not threaten law enforcement or FBI. So, like I said, we know who threatens people. We know it's not coming from our camp, and it will never come from our camp. Only one camp has been threatening bodily harm to me, as well as all the other people involved. So the judge, explained the thresholds that are needed, and probable cause being the absolute lowest legal threshold. And that she did find probable cause to move it over to the grand jury. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this, to be honest with you, because it's just getting us one step closer to appeals. And that's, you guys know, that's where I want to be. I want this whole entire case removed from Sumner County, removed from their ability to rule over it. And that's just where I stand on that front, and I'm not going to change my stance. If I'm not going to get a fair shake in this county because of, this environment where everybody knows everybody, and I'm an outsider and they're an insider, and this is just how things are done here, that's not good enough for Bullhorn Betty. It's not good enough for their community. It's not good enough for people that visit from outside communities to the community, because they will always be on the losing end because they're outsiders, right? Especially if they have a problem with an insider. So the long story is, they tried me yet again before a judge, tell them I can't talk about them. The judge would not allow that to go forward. I'm going to continue to cover a national interest case. I really don't care if the prosecutor doesn't believe I have rights as freedom of press, which, again, there is no threshold for that. Anybody is allowed to be press. That's the whole purpose of freedom of press. It's the whole purpose of that entire section of our Bill of Rights. But long story short is, I knew we were going to be held over. I really wasn't concerned about it. I was hopeful. Obviously you're always hopeful that things will be different, or they do the right thing and drop this nonsense, because we're going to be able to prove hashtags fake no contact. And not only that, I never created the hashtags. The hashtags were created a long time before Bullhorn Betty ever got involved in this case. This boy disappeared on February 26th. My very first video was posted on this case, where he was featured, I believe, on March 16th, like 2 or 3 weeks after this case. And they can't say I was harassing them then, because, to be honest with you, I didn't know what to make of this case until we started diving into it, until we started listening to them and being able to see the inconsistencies. So know that at least one of them, and I don't even care if they rule against me in this way, because in the appellate court over the OPs, I am very confident that the appeals court will side with me on this matter, and those will be null and void anyway. So this is just a way to spend money, waste money, whatever. But we'll keep raising money, we'll keep paying for these attorneys, and we'll keep fighting, because at the end of the day, There's nothing I'm going to keep doing my job. They're trying to put me out of business when they want to talk about, oh my gosh, they just need to leave kids alone. How do you expect people to advocate for kids? Oh, you just want us to say what you want us to hear and want us to speak what you want us to speak. The government wants us to speak and all this. Where's the freedom in press when you got a government telling you what you can and cannot cover?